She just has
Ironically, there's not enough space in their forehead to maintain those two thoughts. So
look, if her eyes were closer together, she could see what she was doing wrong.
that's why you had to come to her. She can't read because it's just
focus, for Christ's sake.
So speaking of people trying to wrangle her in, Snow White producer's son blames Rachel Zegler for poor box office. She hijacked the conversation. This is brutal, by the way. I mean, a lot of people have talked about it.
Yeah, from what I've heard of this, this is the one of those conversations you have to sit down like with a child and say, we gotta dress you down and be like, there are hundreds of millions of dollars of other people's money on the line. Can you shut the fuck up, please, and not make this all about yourself?
Yeah, Chris Gore was making a great point earlier on Film Threat about how she's not an adult. She is absolutely a child because she just runs on pure emotion without actually thinking.
A theater kid.
Yep.
But she is an adult.
That's not an excuse.
She is an adult
because she is an adult, but acting like a child, and there's no excuse to act like that at her age. She needs to freaking grow up.
She's an adult child, essentially, is what she is.
In a since deleted comment, he deleted it on Instagram post. Probably his dad,
because he got fucking dogpiled by Rachel Zegler, peoples.
Your dad flew out to NYC to reprimand a young actress. Any words on this? Because that's creepy as hell and uncalled for. Please have the people have the right to free speech. No, shame on your father. Well, when you're employed by somebody, you have the right to free speech, and they still have the right to fire you. That's kind of how it works.
It's also a misunderstanding of rights. All rights have corresponding duties and responsibilities.
Yeah.
So that means that you have to be responsible with said right.
There's absolutely no way Rachel Zegler could conceptualize that.
Yes, exactly.
Even if your point is that she's a young child, well, in school, the teachers reprimand you if you do something you shouldn't be doing. This only happens your entire life.
Why is it creepy, though? Is it because he traveled?
It's because this person has never had a fucking job in their fucking life and never been reprimanded by a boss.
Because it's an older man and a younger woman is why he's making it creepy. But yes, you're right, Gary. It's because they probably don't have jobs.
And they don't have fathers. That's probably why, too.
I don't think they even believe it themselves. I think they're looking for pressure point words to use to try and make somebody ashamed and back down.
Right.
Yeah. Creepy actress.
They're trying to make it sound like a Me Too thing. And you know what?
His excuse was his brain didn't work right.
Families need daddy energy. It's how anything gets done.
Facts. There you go. I mean, if X-Ray Girl tweeted out the FNT tweet and said fuck the Irish at the end, I would talk to her.
X-Ray Girl, what happened?
Why would you do episode 5 of Daredevil? F the Irish.
Fuck the Irish.
Fuck the Irish.
Only after a few Guinness, okay?
That's the last time I give drinking money to Friday Night Tights.
You really want to do this? Yeah, my dad, the producer of an enormous piece of Disney IP with hundreds of millions of dollars on the line, had to leave his family to fly across the country to reprimand his 20-year-old employee for dragging her personal politics into the middle of promoting the movie, for which she signed a multi-million-dollar contract to get paid. That's a little bit too much. That's your own fault. And do publicity for this. So small, I lost my place. Sorry. This is called adult responsibility and accountability, and her actions clearly hurt the film's box office. Free speech does not mean you're allowed to say whatever you want in your private employment without repercussions. Tens of thousands of people work. Really? That's a lot of people.
Tens of thousands?
Tens of thousands?
CGI work.
Yeah. And on that film, and she hijacked the conversation for her own immature desires at the risk of all the colleagues and crew and blue collar workers who depend on the movie to be successful. Narcissism is not something to be coddled or encouraged.
Exactly.
And that's coming from a producer's son. Yeah. That's rich. But I mean, that's crazy. Of course, he deleted it. His dad probably told him to delete it.
Trouble for saying that? Yeah, probably. Since he
Well, he also gets the benefit of both, because not that many people would have ever seen that tweet, but now it's gone wide. If anyone brings it up or brings it up to his dad, he can go, it was wrong, he overstepped the line, but I got him to delete it.
But it's out there.
Well,
Internet's forever.
More than they got Rachel Zegler to do.
I mean, I don't know, but I'm assuming he's not under contract with Disney or under any NDAs or anything like that. I mean, that's not an equivalent example where he's obviously more free to talk about this stuff. But yeah, it was probably his dad who asked him to put
He probably just figured out the movie's out.
It depends on what he does for a living. If he's in Hollywood, he would 100% get social pressure to remove it.
You know what brings me joy?
He's attempted to be an actor. He was in some things. I don't think he acts anymore.
He has this guy. He has a podcast.
Doesn't everybody?
Everybody.
It's also interesting that this came out after that Variety article, which also was speaking about behind the scenes. And it does seem like there was a bit of a relaxing on, well, we can say more stuff now. We can kind of put it on her.
Disney threw her under the bus.
Yes.
They reach out, they threw her under the bus. But I mean, not unjustifiably so. They threw her under the bus by revealing what happened. Right?
Telling the truth.
Yes. Now, that does not mean, as I reiterated in the beginning of this, Disney 100% is very culpable for everything surrounding how this went down. But you can't be like, Rachel Zegler's innocent and all this. She did no damage to the box office. We're seeing it because of her. That's all fucking trash.
You know what brings me joy is that like people at Disney are just ripping their hair out over this. They can't win at all. And Bob Iger probably has to take a 4th shower a day because he's sweating so much in his fucking office. Fucking great.
Well, they get what they deserve.
They do.
There was so much overt woke politics propaganda, because it wasn't just the communist kind of stuff. It was also, the whole movie was there to just validate Snow White because she's wonderful and she doesn't need to change or do anything to earn the payoffs in the film or people's loyalty. They're just going to flip on a dime because she remembers people's names. It's like, dude, come off.
When a cartoon character that was voiced in the 30s has more humanity and charm than the actual person who was filmed on screen in live action, that's a problem. That's a little bit of a problem.
Yeah. Yeah. A big reason why they're very quickly now shifting, saying, "Oh, Lilo and Stitch, guys, get excited for Lilo and Stitch."
Don't pay attention to Snow White, dude. We got a better movie coming up for you guys.
That investor call that we covered, that little clip we covered, I can't believe that wasn't noticed by more people, because that was fucking awesome how that guy set them volumes. Up. But in that investor thing, they mentioned Snow White and then they go right to Lilo and Stitch. They go, and Snow White's coming out this weekend, but how about this 5-minute clip of Lilo and Stitch? Here you go, investors. They just pushed right past it, so they know. They know.
Nerdrotic.com. Please subscribe.